supporting artists who are doing stuff in here, you'll get a background action to start your action.
Genuine fits of laughter from cameramen accidentally obstructing shots and actors fumbling lines are inherent aspects of a movie or TV production. The ensuing bloopers can sometimes be just as entertaining as the main content. Given the expansive cast of a show like Downton Abbey, it was inevitable that there would be numerous amusing instances, so here are the humorous moments and bloopers from the show. Starting off, the presence of Shirley MacLaine and Dame Maggie Smith on set was a highlight for everyone. Any cast member sharing a scene with these two iconic actors couldn't contain their excitement. MacLaine and Smith brought with them a treasure trove of stories from Hollywood's rich and famous, anecdotes that were entirely new to the rest of the cast. The energy on set was palpable, fueled by the anticipation of hearing these exclusive tales. Dan Stevens, the actor behind Matthew Crawley, reminisces about the unforgettable time he spent with MacLaine between takes. The atmosphere was charged with curiosity, as everyone eagerly listened for any juicy gossip that the seasoned actors might share. MacLaine, with over 40 years of friendship with Dame Maggie Smith, expressed the delight of spending entire days on set as two seasoned individuals engaged in lively conversations. Making her debut in Season 3 as Martha Levinson, Lady Cora's mother, MacLaine's character, arrives from America to attend Lady Mary and Matthew Crawley's wedding at Downton. The behind-the-scenes camaraderie and exchange of stories between Shirley MacLaine and Dame Maggie Smith added an extra layer of charm and nostalgia to the filming experience, creating memorable moments that the cast would cherish. Now shifting gears to unexpected historical inaccuracies. Another amusing discrepancy emerged during Season 1 of Downton Abbey, involving an element that no one anticipated: TV antennas. In an exterior shot, a television aerial was surprisingly spotted affixed to a house. While the show successfully captivated millions with its portrayal of the past, this peculiar detail went unnoticed in the quest for historical accuracy. The inclusion of a television in the year 1912 was indeed a moment of sheer horror for those keen on period details. Similarly, another instance of overlooking finer details arose in Season 4, Episode 8. In a kitchen scene where the cast discusses Alfred's return after his father's death, eagle-eyed viewers noticed eggs neatly arranged on the kitchen table. What makes these eggs intriguing is the presence of a best before stamp on them. For a show set in the last century, this detail leans towards the modern side of things, providing a rather humorous twist when you stop to think about it. It goes to show that even in the meticulous world of Downton Abbey, some modern-day elements manage to sneak their way onto the historical canvas. Next up, let's talk about the bad guy on the show, Thomas Barrow, played by Rob James Collier. He shared a funny story about the first time the sassy Dame Maggie Smith saw him. When she stepped out of her car on set, she immediately spotted him, pointed her finger, and exclaimed, "There is the evil one." Barrow was a bit surprised as Smith walked toward him, not sure what to make of the situation. She got close, looked him in the eye, and straightforwardly asked, "Why are you so bad?" The young actor considers this incident his claim to fame. It seems like Dame Maggie Smith is just as witty and outspoken as the character she plays on the show. Now on to the water bottle mystery. In a promotional poster for Downton Abbey's 5th season, there was a bit of a buzz online when a keen-eyed fan noticed something strange. The poster featured Hugh Bonneville and Laura Carmichael, who played the Earl of Grantham and Lady Edith. Behind them on a mantelpiece was a very modern-looking water bottle clearly visible. Since the show is set in 1924 and water bottles weren't a thing until 1973, this caused quite a stir. Some, like us, found it amusing, thinking someone on set forgot to remove the bottle before the shot and it ended up in the final picture. A fan even humorously suggested that the Crawley family must have invented the water bottle to afford their lifestyle and keep up with the estate. It's a harmful comment that turned a simple mistake into a bit of a joke for Bonneville and Carmichael, who found themselves upstaged by a mundane water bottle even before the show began. Continuing our behind-the-scenes journey, let's explore the lighter moments on the set of Downton Abbey. Shooting for long hours, especially with one of the most extensive casts ever seen, naturally leads to creative ways of passing the time. Actors aren't always in front of the camera, but they're required to be on set, be it for the next shot or a surprise entrance. One delightful incident involves actor Siobhan Finneran, who portrays lady's maid Sarah O'Brien from the downstairs staff. In the midst of her fellow actors filming a serious scene, Finneran playfully decided to make finger guns at the cameramen, pretending to shoot them. It was a quick and silly moment that brought joy to the entire crew, illustrating the camaraderie that develops during the shooting process. Moving on to another memorable episode, there's the country fair shoot. Unlike some challenging scenes that demand long hours and multiple retakes, this episode had a more laid-back vibe. Cast members fondly remember the country fair shoot as a day filled with minimal effort and maximum enjoyment. While some were engrossed in their scenes, others relished their time on carousel rides, indulged in snacks at the buffet table, and swung on chairs. Essentially, the entire scene felt like a giant picnic with a few cameras scattered around. According to the cast, it was a breeze to shoot, and they express a desire for more episodes like this one. Just imagine getting to munch on snacks, taking a few rides, and still getting paid for a workday. Where do we sign up for such an enjoyable job? Coming up next is Midge Menace. During the filming of a luncheon scene shot in Scotland after a hunting expedition, both male and female cast members had to wear nets when they weren't filming. The reason? Scotland's formidable foe, the midge, a tiny insect as annoying as mosquitoes, with bites that can cause severe reactions. Lily James, who plays Lady Rose Aldridge, recalls the challenge of keeping a straight face while filming, especially when the audio guy had a net covering his face. Moving on to the culinary side, food stylist Lisa Heathcote shares her experiences preparing lavish meals for the show. During the first few episodes, she worked in a makeshift field kitchen inside a tent nicknamed Easy Up. While preparing a banquet feast during season 3, she had an unexpected encounter with 3 large dogs running towards her, attracted by the aroma of the food. Fortunately, the crew intervened just in time to save the feast. Heathcote also remembers the unusual weather during the filming of season 3, which began in February. The freezing temperatures at Highclere Castle surprised her, and she once discovered that an entire bowl of gravy had frozen due to the icy weather. Thankfully for season 4, she received a small food truck, keeping the food unfrozen and making her job much more enjoyable. Lastly, actors Michael Fox and Sophie McShera, who play Andy and Daisy, had an unintentional adventure during a half-day off at Highclere Castle. Thinking they had time to enjoy a quick cycling trip, they didn't realize that they were actually in the background of a different scene being filmed. The producer, unaware of their identities, was less than pleased, and the shot had to be retaken. A humorous misadventure indeed. And that's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on these amusing behind-the-scenes moments? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more entertaining content. See you at the next one!